What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about me today. We're going to talk about me and how I am and how that can impact how you are, potentially. I can get very excited about things. I'm a human being. I can get very discouraged about things. I'm a human being, okay? I'm a human being. I can be wrong and I can be right. Even when I'm absolutely excited about a project that I'm holding, I do not put all of my money into it, right? XCN, for example, is a project I'm really excited about. Onyx Coin, I'm really excited about. Jacked on it right now. In fact, that might have sounded funny, but I am very excited about it. There are some coins I'm holding, which I'm not going to discourage by saying their names, but there's some coins that I'm holding, rather significant bits, that I'm not so excited about. You know what I'm not doing? I am not selling the coins that I'm not excited about to go all in on the coins that I'm excited about, because I've been here before. Normally, it's the coins that you're the most excited about that actually underperform your expectations. And it's the coins that you think about cutting loose. It's the coins that you think are going to do bad or underperform that actually shine the brightest. And it's the worst when you're holding that boring coin, that nothing coin, that whatever you thought you bought for whatever reason and you can't remember now because your other coin that you're focused on is pie in the sky high. It's the worst when you sell the boring coin for the exciting seeming coin, and that boring coin goes up higher than even the coin that you were excited about goes, and higher than you could have ever imagined. So this video comes in direct inspiration from my last video that I made from XCN, because I was really excited in that video, and I'm still excited. I just made that video. I'm genuinely, I was surprised to see what these numbers were that we're looking for. But with that, I've thought about some stuff that I should say, and this is some stuff that I should say, is that do not put all your chips in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Do not put all your money in one thing. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I've done that at times, and it's worked out really well. I've done that more times, though, where it has not worked out very well. And you never know when those times are going to be. You do it 9 out of 10 times, okay, maybe once out of 10, maybe even 3 times out of 10, it works out well. But any of the times that it doesn't work out well, it sucks. It really sucks selling something that outperforms what you expected it to do. I don't want to get in the way of anybody making the right financial decisions for themselves. I don't want my emotions to dictate your emotions. It's very easy, especially whenever I'm on here and I'm being as genuine as I can be, and you guys see my excitement or my discouragement, and it's just real. It's 100% real. It's really easy for anybody to connect with somebody whenever they're being genuine, right? It really is. So don't let my excitement or my discouragement for any coins that I talk about poison you, okay? Toxify you. You need to come up with your own decisions. You need to look at the data yourself and come to your own conclusions, right? None of what I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But with that in mind, sometimes if somebody's really excited about something, it's worth looking into. Sometimes if somebody's really discouraged about something, it could still be worth looking into, or maybe looking into the reasons why they might be discouraged. There's you can listen to words and heed them even, but don't take them to heart. Take it with a grain of salt, and that's kind of the main essence of this video. Is I want to make sure that people aren't setting themselves up for failure. The way that you do that is by putting all your chips in one basket. Unless it's Bitcoin, it's probably not the right idea, right? Or at this rate, maybe US dollars, but probably not that, not for the long term, right? I don't know if I have anything else that I want to say. I just wanted to get that message out here. And so I said that. Hit the like button, subscribe. I hope it's received well. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And I really hope that everybody, regardless of what your financial decisions are, regardless of what your investment choices are, or how you go about the markets, I hope we all make money. I hope we all get rich together. Let's get rich together, man. Let's do that. Let's do that. I don't care if you're a troll and you hate me for whatever reason. It's because you love my hairline, or maybe it's my voice. You just can't grow as good of facial hair as me. I don't know. Maybe it's the way I shred the acoustic guitar, which I've definitely not shredded that. Actually, I feel like I've kind of done some acoustic farts over the past couple times I've played it out, but that just happens, right? But I hope we all make money. The lovers, the haters, the shitheads, the nice heads. I don't know what to call you guys, but just make the right decisions for yourself. If it feels right when you're doing it, it's probably right. If you're emotional and excited and giddy and you're like chomping at the bit, you're like a fiend for something, and you feel good about it, that's not genuine, right? That's just a hype of emotions. That's an adrenaline rush right there. So check your emotions. It's very important, you guys, on the other end of this, to not play off of your emotions, even if we're going to move down. And I do expect the market to still see like a 20 to 30% drop. Bitcoin about a 10% drop. Every other coin is probably going to drop more than that over the coming days, probably within the next 7 days, if not less, most likely less. I think it's going to happen over the weekend. I really do think it'll happen on Sunday, Monday, but we'll see. We'll see. Do not act on your emotions. And on that note too, because sometimes I've thought about this before, and sometimes you can take that too literally, not acting on your emotions. Don't take not acting on your emotions as a definition of don't make any decisions at all if you're emotional, right? Acting on your emotions can mean not doing anything at all. Imagine you have a plan to buy at a certain price, but you're too emotional. You want to put in $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, money that matters, and you probably shouldn't put $1 million in all at once, unless you're trying to pump a project, I guess. But you should have things layered out, right, and buy throughout time with that kind of money. But let's say you're trying to put in a certain amount of money that matters to you at whatever price. You're going to feel emotions. Okay, nobody, I don't care who you are, you're a sociopath if you don't feel emotions, even if it's like good emotions or nervous emotions, even if it's the right decision, you're going to feel some kind of emotion, okay? That doesn't mean do nothing, right? It's okay to feel those emotions, but don't act on them. In this case, freezing, being a deer in the headlights, that would be acting on your emotions. You had a plan to buy at a certain price. When the price gets there, even if you have fear, even if you have doubts, those are emotions. That's your heart speaking to you. And in this game, you got to use your head. Your heart's going to lie to you, okay? It's one of the few times where it will. And sometimes it doesn't. Everybody's different, right? Some people have much better intuition. But most people in this game, their hearts will lie because your emotions really get in the way of telling you the truth, right? And what you have to do is stick to your game plan. So if you're planning on buying at a price, then do that. Do that. Don't let your emotions make you stop. If you're planning at selling at a price, same thing, do that, right? And it might be emotional, it might be nerve-wracking anytime that you use a substantial amount of money that you actually care about, but that's normal. You're a human being. You're not a robot. You should expect that. Expect that. Prepare yourselves for that. And on a totally another note, tying in something else that I've actually wanted to say is that think about this. Think about most people. Most people, okay? Imagine that the average person came into money like $1 million, right? Do you think the average person would spend that $1 million wisely, or do you think they'd screw it up? Do you think that they would, in a matter of no time at all, be back to their previous financial state? Maybe they'll have a nicer car, maybe they'll have a nice whatever, they might have gone on a nice vacation or had a nice Vegas trip, but they would likely, most people likely, and unfortunately for everybody watching this, you are most people, right? Most people would mess that up. They wouldn't, and some of you might even think to yourselves, what scares me the most about making money is I don't want to mess it up. And that's a good thing, but that's also not necessarily a good thing in itself, but it is a good thing. You should be scared of messing it up. That at least means you're taking it seriously. Let's say you come into a serious amount of money, right? The first step is accepting that it's something to mess up. But the second step is acknowledging that it's your, I don't want to sound philosophical here, and my face froze. But the second step is accepting it as your birthright, essentially. Okay, when it comes to you making $1 million, $100,000, $10,000, whatever a lot of money is to you, and I don't know why the camera keeps phasing out, but it's perfect timing, I suppose. It was your destiny. You were born for this. Whatever age you are, whatever price you achieve, whatever it might be, and look at the cat wagging its tail, you were born for that price. It's yours. The universe gave it to you. God gave it to you. Whatever you want to say, okay? Hopefully not the devil. You better not be doing any rituals out there, okay? I'm talking to you, November. Oh, my goodness. Talking to the boys in DGen Capital. No. What was I going to say? It's your destiny, right? And you can't be afraid of your destiny. You need to accept it. You need to prepare for it, sure. You should be aware of it, and you should definitely have, it's okay to have anxiety or stress or fears or doubts about it, but don't let that get, just like trading, don't let that get in your way, okay? If you're going to be a millionaire, you need to prepare for that mentally, okay? If you're going to be a multimillionaire, 100 millionaire, you need to prepare for that mentally. If that's too far away for you, if you're thinking $100,000 is a lot of money, right? That's fine. but don't let that scare you. If you're intimidated by what's rightfully yours, it will elude you. Okay, that's how the universe works. You can't be afraid of it, or it'll come and you'll mess it up. You need to be prepared. You need to prepare yourself mentally, and not just literally think. Like, don't just hear these words and think, okay, I'm imagining what it's like to be a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a centimillionaire, a billionaire. Don't just hear those words and think that. Like, actually feel it in your soul. Own it. Own it. It's who you are. It's what you were meant for. Okay. And if you don't own it, if it's not what you're meant for, then you're going to screw it up. So don't screw it up, right? Recognize your greatness. It's coming. It's going to come, you guys, if you do it right. Right. And not everybody will do it right. And just because you mess it up does not mean that it will be ever elusive either. Trust me, I've messed up some stuff plenty of times in my life. And, you know, you still end up on top. If you try hard enough, if you keep at it and you learn from your mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to give up on them. There's one last thing that I'll say, okay? And I'll probably circle back on some stuff before I end. But the one last thing that I'll say is the majority of people who make money in crypto, who make money trading, investing, they're the people that stuck around. They're not the people that got burned and then left, right? It's something like, when it comes to traders, it's something like 10% or less make money trading, right? But out of those people who are successful, every single one of them, they probably lost a lot of money at some point. They probably wrecked their portfolios at some point, and they kept trying. Out of that 90% of people that don't find success or more, 60% of them or more than that, they quit along the way. And that's the secret. That's the secret to life. That's the secret to trading. That's the secret to investing. That's the secret to relationships. That's the secret to everything, man. The people that don't make it almost always are quitters. That doesn't mean that if you don't quit that you're going to be on top all the time. But the simple act of defiance of the universe or whatever is out there telling you no, or that you messed up, you yourself are making mistakes. The simple act of defiance and deciding to learn from that and come back better and hit it harder the next time. That is a driving force in success. Okay, so cultivate that within yourself. Become that person. Become what you want to be. Don't just think of it as a dream. Think of it as a reality. Believe in it. Because when it comes time for reality, you don't want to act like some person that just won the lottery. You want to act like, yeah, it's about time. I'm a rich person in a poor person's body, and now my financial reality is being realized. I don't know. Like it shouldn't. And it's nice. It's nice to find success. It's nice to get your goals met. It's always a good feeling. There's nothing wrong with feeling a little excited, but check yourself. Don't be too euphoric. Own it. Own it. Don't act like it's just here and gone. Don't act like it's just like a magical thing that happened. It's meant for you. Okay. It is if you think it is. It is if it is. You know. At the end of the day, the main reason I made this video is to just remember to check your own emotions, check yourself, check me, okay? If I'm getting excited about something or pessimistic about something, I want you all to be aware that I'm human and I can be wrong. And I do not, even if I'm super excited about something, that makes me more cautious in my time and my experience learning about things, to put a lot of money into it, right? I was really excited, and I still am really excited about Cookie DAO, and I put some money in there. But the amount relative to my portfolio is still not even 10%. You know what I mean? I'm super excited about that thing. So just to put it in perspective, the lesson I've learned is no matter how excited you get, structure yourself to where you're not putting all your chips on one thing. Okay, all your eggs are not in one basket. Structure yourself where even the things that you're not excited about could turn into something great. The things that you are excited about could go to zero and you're still in good shape. Okay. Make sure you're not putting yourself, overexposing yourself. I hope it's all received clear. And you guys, let's all get rich together, man. Somebody else told me that there's a guy that talks about XRP. My buddy, shout out to Jose. Jose, I love you, man. He was telling me that somebody else says, let's get rich together. I've never heard anybody else say that, but I'm sure I'm not the only person that's said that, right? So he's got probably the same attitude that I do, and I love that. I'm not trying to rip anybody off by saying that. I just mean it. And this is something that I've said for years, even on my Facebook page. Back when I was a 21-year-old, I was saying this kind of stuff, you guys. So like genuinely, let's get rich together is something that I've always said whenever it comes to investing or crypto stuff, even on my Facebook. So I've got evidence of that, but I don't want to show you guys my Facebook. Okay, I get harassed enough in the Discord, but I love everybody in the Discord. I still respond to DMs, not every single DM. There's a ton of them, you guys. I got 33,000 people, not in the Discord to be fair, but it's a lot. It's a lot to sift through all the comments and everything. But I love you all. I'm getting distracted now. I think the point's been made. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's all get rich together, okay? Prepare yourself for it. Don't be afraid of it. And if you're afraid of it, work on that. Work on that. Work on yourself psychologically. Get comfortable with it. If you're uncomfortable now, cool. That's the first step. Work on it. Work on it. Accept it as your reality, and it will be your reality. Okay, bye-bye.